I'm James View.
And I'm Bob View, and together we're bandbforge. Alright, welcome back to the shop. This is not going to be a forging video. If you want to see one of them, I will put a card up here that will link you to one of my forging videos. This is something that a few of us are doing. It is a what is blacksmithing to me, and what does the blacksmithing community of YouTube, y'all, mean to me as well, or us as a whole. So let's start with the blacksmithing. I am just over a year into this craft, doing my hammers, tools, starting to do some of the little more artsy-fartsy stuff. I enjoy it. It is, to me, it helps me calm my brain. Got diagnosed with low-grade constant depression, apparently runs in the family. So I tend to like hobbies that are dangerous. At least that's what I've been told. I guess that's why I like guns, motorcycles, flying airplanes, and even in my choices of careers as an electrician and a former police officer. So adrenaline gets me out of my depression, and I guess according to the people who think they know better, blacksmithing. I know I can be in a pissed off mood and I can come in here and beat on some steel and it's gone. It is what it is. I mean, it's a place to take out our frustrations, and if any of us don't admit that we come in here to take out some frustrations, you're lying to yourself. You can be happy-go-lucky and still like beating the daylights out of something hot and making something useful out of it. So for me, blacksmithing it's an awesome craft. I've always been doing crafts since I was a kid. My granddaddy was a avid woodworker. From the age of probably 10, I was in the shop with him worked with him all the way up till I was out of high school. So I've always been interested in crafts, and I think that's why a lot of stuff picks up easy for me. At least that's how people have explained it to me. But so for me, it's fun. It's entertainment. It's getting to see what I can do with a raw piece of steel and what can I make useful out of it in the end. Y'all have seen me do a couple little blades. I don't like hand sanding. That's why you don't see it a lot more. Maybe when my shop gets a little better off, it will be. Maybe that'll change. Junior's into them. Y'all know that as well as I do. He likes his knives, or as Roy calls them, his kniffs. Maybe as I get a little better set up, maybe I'll get into them a little bit more, but I like big beady things. Hammers. Now to move on to the community. What does the blacksmith community to me mean? It's a lot of things. Y'all are motivation. It motivates me to get out in my shop some days when I don't feel like getting out in my shop. You know, it's cold as crap, but I need to get out. I think some of y'all look forward to seeing my videos, at least I hope so. So it helps get me out here when I'm not 100% ready to get out here, and then only after 10 minutes of being here, I'm out here for the next 6 to 8 hours. So, well, at least on the weekends. But some of the community also means family. We got the guys from the Quad Squad, as most of y'all know them, or James Ting Davis from County Line Forge. We got Yamez from Island Metal Forge. Hans Groft from Charmin Hollow Forge. John Coffey from Coffey's Forge. Alan from Rusty Hubcap Forge. We got Alan Beasley from Curiosity Forge. Sully from Shamrock Forge. Penny from New Penny Forge. I know I'm missing people. The Champ from Champ Ironworks, um, Ed Christini and Jim Pattison. Unfortunately, I don't know their names, but they don't do channels. But um, all of us got together in September, meeting as strangers. Literally, I mean, we talked beforehand, but none of us had ever really seen each other than maybe a small handful of them, as they were close enough to meet. I literally jumped in a truck with Yames 5 minutes after I met him for the first time at my front door, and rode the next 8 hours to Ohio with a complete stranger. But by the time the trip was over, you know, we were family. I talked to all of them just about every day, or at least hear from all of them every day. I probably talk to them more than I do most of my regular family. But I mean, then we got the guys out there like Ben Toombs, JT Barrett. I know I'm gonna miss a ton of the guys out there that all help out, to help smiths like me that are kind of on a shoestring budget every now and then, and helping us get stuff to get started. I'd have never got started with hammers if it wasn't for David Britton, who sent me some pieces of steel that were perfect for making hammers. Got the excuse out of my head of I only had one piece and I didn't have the money for any others. So without him, I wouldn't have gotten into hammers like I have. You know, Hans Groft has helped me out. Ben Toombs has sent a care package to my son and myself to help get us going. But it's a giving community, and that's one thing I really appreciate about you guys is it's constructive criticism, which I'm good at taking. Unlike some people, I tell them I'm at work. When I'm in the shop, I'm at work. And at work, you don't have feelings. That's what my old man and the generation that trained me taught me, is feelings are left at the door. When you're working, you work, you take criticism, you take instruction, and you learn from everybody, because you don't know everything. You will never, ever know everything. And there's always a new trick that somebody can teach you to make what you're doing so much easier. And that's what we get from y'all, is we get feedback from guys who don't like making videos, and I can understand it. It can be a little weird sometimes sitting here looking at a camera with nobody behind it, but having a full conversation like I'm talking to a room full of friends. My neighbors probably think I'm a little cuckoo sometimes, but I don't care. But I mean, that's what this community is to me. It's friends, it's family, it's a support system, it's help. I mean, not all of us have the ability to get to a knowledgeable smith in our area, so you know, the few of us that are willing to put the videos out that y'all watch and follow, we're trying to help out. We may not be the best at it. I don't claim to be, but I'm hoping some stuff that I'm learning or picking up or going will help out somebody who's just starting out. And that's what this is about. It's about sharing the knowledge. I mean, when I started this channel, the goal of this was for me to see the progress that I made, and maybe, you know, something left on the internet for my grandkids or my great grandkids, that one day they can look back and see Grandpa Bob or great Grandpa Bob and see that we weren't all about technology. We were about doing crafts and learning things and working with these. No video games. If y'all are watching this in the future, no video games. Put them down. Get your forge. Watch Grandpa. I hope over the time y'all seen my personality comes out a little bit more as I'm getting more and more comfortable with this, and more comfortable with y'all. It is a little overwhelming at first, and I can see why people talk about your first videos, which I've gone back and watched, are horrible. And I think they're getting better because I'm getting a lot more comfortable with this. And y'all, and I don't worry about what people are gonna say. I'm not a big person that worries about it anyway, but you know, I also don't want to be the guy out there putting out crap and people telling me it's crap. I don't like spreading bad information. That's why I don't comment a lot on things as far as techniques and skills, unless it's something that I'm pretty sure I understand completely, or at least enough that you won't kill, hurt, maim, or harm yourself or somebody else. But that is what it is to me. I mean, like I said, it's a brotherhood, it's friends, it's knowledge sharing. So if you do it and you feel like sticking a camera there and filming it, stick it up on there. It can be what it can be. You know, I mean, if 2 people watch it or 2,000 watch it, doesn't matter. I mean, you're just sharing what you're learning. So the community is going to get bigger. I think the craft is going to stick around in the size that it is, and if not, get bigger. And I hope it does. It's something I don't want to see go away. It's something that needs to stick around and be taught, and we need to get these kids out and watching them. So, oh, I forgot Rob. Rob, I'm sorry, brother. Rob from Granddad's Forge. He's another one of the Quad Squad members. Unfortunately, it is so many of us, and my brain takes vacations on me a lot here lately. It's hard to keep up with everybody. There's a lot of new Smiths coming out there that we're trying to compress names, and I am not good with remembering names. But y'all are forcing me to get better at it. But y'all know what I'm about. I'm going to bring you on with whatever project I got going on. I just hope y'all continue to support me and like it. So give me a thumbs up, share, comment. Links to Teesprings, Patreon, as well as my email address if anything y'all know I make that y'all would be willing to purchase. Everything I sell goes back into the shop. So it is what it is, guys. We're going to stick around. Y'all going to be stuck with this mug. Y'all realize this. This ugly face is going to keep showing up on YouTube. Although these are looking good. But from bandbforge, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Bang us some hot steel. See y'all later.
Aussie oak, swamp bottom, dewdrop falling.